Well, hello, my dear friends. How are you today? I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Yes, there's stuff in my mold because I was cleaning my utensils off and I hadn't had this turned over until it was a little too late. Until I realized this stuff was going everywhere. All right, so this is an Easter themed mold. I thought I saw a heart in it as well. No, maybe not. It's just the Easter themed mold. All right, so I have about 10 ounces of resin being mixed up. And I thought I would go ahead and get some of this colored in. I'm just going to do the egg and the butterfly. And let's see here. So I have some the chrome mica powders, and these are the Baltic Day ones. I don't think y'all can see it. The Baltic Day ones, and these are in my description box. I have a link to them, to the Amazon links. So let's see if I can get these open. There's so many different sizes of these, and I tried to get the one that was the most economical for me. And so I have, let's see here, yellow, and I think that's like a rose color one right there. It might just say pink. I'll have to look at it in a little bit. Most of these are not open because, I've not used them. Oh, that looks almost more like a green. That's fine. And then this one is light champagne silver. So let's see how this one looks. I'm going to try not to open it. Ooh, that definitely does look like a little silver. And it looks like I did get something in there, but that's okay. I am just going to try and kind of like put some color on the egg. And I'm not sure exactly what pattern I am going to use. I'm just brushing some on. I hope this is picking up my camera. And yeah, I'm just kind of like following the outline of this because I want my bunny to be kind of like the brown and white and tan. So that's my attempt to do that. We shall see how that turns out. Oops, and it sounds like my resin's mixed up. I am just going to let it go one more time. And I am using the Let's Resin standard epoxy resin. And I used everything I had in my jug. I just let it drip, drip, drip till I could get it all out. And let's just, ooh, gosh, that was a lot. So I usually kind of like do it in the cap of it. I threw away that little cap. And I'm just going to kind of like go around the little areas here. And just kind of like color this in some. I should probably put the cap back in here. There we go. And let's see here. Let's just get around here. I said I was doing it kind of like haphazardly, but I guess I am doing some kind of pattern here. Just want to make sure that all the areas are covered up. And let's get some of this green in here with what area is left. Just going to kind of like swish it around so that everything is covered up. Yes, I'm surprised I'm not putting blue in it either. But I will be. The butterfly is going to get some blue. And I guess I should probably do these because that's going to kind of like show through the mold as well, because I will be pouring it probably as thick as the item is. Let's just mix some of that on here. I'm not too concerned about the pegs not being covered fully. But I do, ooh, I think I want the sides covered though. Get the sides of the egg all covered in. I probably should have left that white, but it's not. All right, let me put these up. Try to get the cap on without it wasting everywhere. Get it on nice and tight there. Get this one back on. Do it not over my mold. I'm trying to be mindful of the time that my resin's mixing too, because this will have gone, what, about 6 minutes now? How long is this video going? Yeah. So let's see here. And it is the regular epoxy, so let me make sure I have my Dazzling Diamond prepared for it. Got a couple cups. I will be using the rest of this as just the opalescent colors, interference colors that I had mixed up. Now this one is called Aquamarine. And let me get you open. Try to not let it poof up on me. Oh, that's pretty. It's a pretty green. It looks more green. This is light blue. And I don't know that I've used this one. I've used some of the darker blues. I am trying to get this not over my mold here, because the one time I do it completely over, it's just going to go everywhere. Ooh, this one I've used before. This one is what? Light pink. Oh, it's pretty. And I did not get my... All right, so my resin is ready. Butterfly. Let's just do a couple pink dots. Well, I'm just kind of like lining it. Oops, I got some of that pink up on there. But mainly I want blue. You know I want my blue on the outside. And so I'm just getting some of that all throughout here. Oh, that's pretty. Let's see here. So the butterfly's like sitting on the nose of the little bunny. I'm just kind of like make sure that those are blended in. And let's get a little bit of the green right there. Just put a couple of dots of the green in it. And let's get a little touch of that blue. And let's just kind of like switch those together. And let's get some of the blue up on the sides there. Get all up there. And y'all know whatever touches the silicone mold first is what color shows up. So let's get a little bit of pink in there, which it might turn purpley, which is fine. And it's so much of this that's just in the cap of it, because that's all I'm using is just what is in the cap. Go a little bit slower there. And let's make sure I have all of the surface mixed up. Oh, I think that's going to be pretty. It's got blue in it. How can it not be, right? And it also has the pink, and it also has the green in it. I'll get you down in there. All right. So let's make sure I don't have anything all over the mold. Get this cap on here. Whoops. These caps are a little tricky to get on. And I can get these out the way here. Got my, I think I got everything else already. Let's kind of like tap that out. All right. Now, let me get my gloves on so I can get my resin all mixed up here. Oh, my gloves are nice and warm because I have my heating mat on. Let's see here. And my air purifier is on. And let's get the mixer paddle off. Come on. All right. Let's just let that set in there. Whoops. And let this drain out some. There is so much that's left in these little things. Actually, I was going to mix something else with it, but let me just go ahead and try to scrape it. And get it off of there. I'm just going to let that set in there. All right, let me get my resin scraped, get the sides all scraped up good. You know, the paddle only kind of like gets the center, and it does make that little vortex in it. Get it mixed all up there. And sometimes you can see little striations still in it. But I want it to be all nice and clear. I won't be putting this in my debubbler because I'm putting some dyes and stuff in it, so you won't see any cloudiness from the air bubbles, if there's any that gets trapped in it. All right, get that all stirred up there. Scrape my spatula off, and one more scrape around. And yes, I incorporated a lot of bubbles in there. All right, let's see. You see how much drains out of that? That's enough to make a bunch of butterflies and all sorts of other things. So let me, just gonna get another scraper and just scrape some more in here. So guys, we're supposed to be getting a lot of snow. I think like 13 inches. And it's only like in the 20s today. And I think 20 is going to be a stretch for it to be high. So, and that shall be interesting. Let me give this a little spritz. I can spritz it over my mold. It'll be all right. And let's get this wipe down, the rest of it. Wipe off of it. Ugh, that doesn't seem like it's coming clean too well. Let's put it down here. I don't know if y'all can see me. I did clean my thing off because it turned completely brown from all that resin, that just the amount that gets on your gloves and you're handling it. All right, so I think I've gotten that cleaned off good. I should probably scrape this down too. But all right, so that's done. Should put that in here. All right, so I am going to put a little bit in this cup, and this is going to be for just the egg area. Not really any rhyme or reason. Actually, I should put it in the ear area, but I don't know. I won't. I'm just going to put a little bit in here. Don't think I need a whole lot for the egg. And I don't know how much this mold holds, so we will find out together. So if you have it, then you'll know how much you need to mix. And I'm just using this up. I'm not really concerned if there's a lot of color in it or not. I just didn't want the powder to go to waste. And it is very translucent, and that's fine. Because over the egg, you won't be able to see it because I have it painted, but it looks very pearlescent. All right. Again, this is just the interference powder that I had left over from another project. I figured I would use up. And now, let's see here. Oh yeah, let me just go ahead and put some of this in the whole thing right here. Because yes, I want this in here. I don't know which side I used and didn't use. Just going to put like a dollop of it in there. Don't need a whole lot. I try to avoid the area where my little spoon is at. My camera seems like it's really like not sitting straight. Sometimes I don't realize things are crooked. Looks crooked until I'm doing the editing and I'm like, nothing I can do now. And let's just get that mixed up. It just gives it some shimmer. Everything has to have shimmer. A little sparkle to it. All right, let's get my, let's see, pigment dyes out. Now these I just got from Temu. They're also on Amazon, and I don't want that color. I wanted to see if, I know it had some browns in it. This one I think is one. This is called brown. And I want to say there's a white one in there. And it's just like a, no, that's black. I don't want to be quite that dark. What color is this? What? I can't see what color that is. I think that says maroon. Don't want that. I thought there was a regular brown in here, but it is not. So I will have to find another one. And that's okay. That is okay. Because I don't have a lack of pigments and dyes. Get that shaken up and get these opened up right quick. Where's my little pen? I did have that ready. When you do that, just kind of like get that right down the middle. Be careful, don't poke yourself. I'm going to try to move it from, just kind of like go slow. And you can feel it give in there, and then just kind of like gently pull up, kind of like twist up, because it could just spray everywhere. You can see it coming up. So I am just going to put this over it so I don't have a mess. All right, that one's open. Should have opened the white one up first, but that's okay. That is okay. And let's get this one open. I could also use white pigment, which I might very well do. I'll see how opaque this one is, because I don't want it to be translucent. All right, let's gently pull that out. Good. And clean that off. Put my little protective cover back on it. Don't stick my hand. All right, let's see here. But predominantly, I want it to be white. So let's just put some of this in here for the brown. Don't think I need a lot of it, but let's see here. Let's start with that amount. Let's see what this even looks like. 1, 2, 3. Let's start with 3 drops. And let's see what we get. Maybe a little more transparent than I thought. But we'll see. If it is, then I see the sparkle is very transparent. I thought it was going to be very opaque, but it is not seeming to be that opaque. Oh, there we go. That's getting a little bit better. It looks darker because the cup is deep, but you can see it looks very opaque there. So, what will I add into that? I'll have to see. Let me let you sit there for right now and think about what you're doing. Let's see. Let me get some more dyes that I have over here. What is this one? Can't see what color that is. It's no color. This definitely says it's transparent. So, let's see what else I got in my stash. Sorry for moving the camera. Oh, that's definitely a burgundy. All right. Let me see what this color looks like. Let's just put 1 drop of that in it. I thought these were more opaque than transparent. Yeah, I think these are more opaque. All right. Not what I was necessarily going for, but all is not lost. All is not lost. Let's give this a little shake. Just a smidge of the, just 1 drop. Y'all don't let me go over 1 drop of the pigment paste. Ooh, come on. Come on. I didn't shake you up. I didn't shake you up enough. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, 1 drop. Come on, get back in there. Let's see what we get. Much better. And that makes it a little more opaque. Don't quite like that brown now. Let's get another 1 more drop. Come on, 1 drop. Oh. I want like a coffee cream caramel color, and I'm not getting it. It's not getting there, but I don't mind this so much. At least it is opaque, and that's what I wanted. All right, got that one. So now I am, let's see here, I will leave that there. I need some of my powders. Where are my powders at? You know, I move everything around and I can't find anything. All right, let me find my mica powder. All right, so I got some mica powders. This is one of my favorite go-tos. The color of this is flesh. It's just a pretty brown. So let's just try putting a tad bit of that in there. Get a little squirts of alcohol in there. Especially since my resin's starting to get a little thick there. Getting a little warm. Let's get that mixed up. I like that color. And then I also got this brown out. Well, it's coffee. And let me get another cut. So I'm going to have a couple browns in here. I don't know what I'm doing here. I really only intended on having 2 different ones, but it looks like I am going to have 3 different ones because I wasn't able to get off of my finger. And let's get this off of my finger because it will be all in my mold. And I can leave the stick in there, I guess. I'm just trying to cover this up so it doesn't poof up everywhere. All right, swoosh it around. Come on, mix up, dissolve. There we go. Well, those are very similar, so let's see what we get. Let's just see what we get. Put some resin in there. I don't need a bunch of it because I don't want it to take over. I do like this brown better. Wow, I feel like I've mixed way too much resin. But I wanted to just empty the container. Ooh, this is really dark brown. This one just might try to take over. I'll have to see. I might have to soften that one a little bit. Yeah, this is the perfect one. Pretty. That's super pretty. All right. See a little bit of mica powder rise into the top. Ooh, that's really chocolate brown. This, I don't know, that almost looks purple to me. All right, let's get some pigment paste in here. I might be trying something different. We'll see. I'm just going to put 1, 2. I did like squeezes. We shall see. And I do want this to be opaque, so come on. Come on with the come on here. And yeah, a little bit more. Just another little squeeze. All right. I'll make sure it doesn't get on my mixer. Now, I didn't use the dye because I figured I really wanted this to be opaque. So I have to remember I put the cap on that before it wastes this everywhere. Get this mixed up really good. And let's see here. I don't know, is that opaque enough? Maybe a tad bit more. Just a tad bit more. Because those other colors will probably try to take over. Ooh, okay, that should be enough. That should be sufficient enough. Get it all mixed up good. Scrape that down. And really get it incorporated. All right. Let you sit there and rest for a second. And make sure I have caps on everything. Give this a stir, give that a stir, and give that. Now, ugh, of course I see stuff in my mold I don't want in my mold. All right, let's see here. I'm trying to think. How do I... Ooh, that's kind of interesting. I don't know if I want that there. Let's put a little bit right there. Just putting dollops. Put a little bit right there. These two colors are very similar. Very, very similar. Yes, I'm putting it in the ears. Put a little bit right in there. Now let's see what this coffee looks like. Let's see what this is talking. Not the coffee, but it's going to be a brown bear. It's going to be a brown bear. I don't want it to be so patchy either, so I have to be careful with that. Now let's get some white in here. Let's put a little bit of this up here where the nose is going to be. Give it a little brown nose. Give it just a little brown nose there. All right, let's just kind of, I know all of this I want to be white. Oh gosh, I didn't say I wanted that to be white. You know what? I can pour this in here. It'll be fine. All right, my friends, I think that's all she wrote on that. And what I'll have to do now is find not a lot left, maybe a good ounce or so. So I need to find something to put this in that I can kind of like marble it brown. What do I want to marble brown? I don't know. I know I have some animal molds that I probably need to find. And guess what? I'll be back for demold. Can y'all even see that? I'll be back for demold. All right, my friends, it's time for the demolding. So I did have quite a few extras here. And this one, I have no idea how they're going to turn out because it was so thick. But I didn't want to waste it, and I scraped and scraped. So let's just do this. Hopefully it's not a lot of bubbles in it. Oh my gosh, it turned out so good. There's a couple along the edge right there, but I can probably sand those out. But look, isn't that cute? It's cute. I think I'll put it on like, I don't know, I can either drill a hole right there or something, or I can like put it on like a little card with a cross on it. But I think that turned out really good because it was very thick. Very, very thick. Where'd the other one go? Let's see. This was even thicker. Oh my gosh. I'm shocked how well it turned out. Shocked. Look at that. It's beautiful. And this is just made from the resin that I would have wiped out. Literally would have wiped it out. That is stunning. Oh my gosh. And this, I don't even feel any bubbles along the edge. It was so thick. I mean, I was smushing it in. Had no idea if it got to the bottom or not. That's actually pretty. I'll be making that more. All right, let's see how the turtles turned out. They look beautiful in the back. I love that marbling. But let's, oh, wow, they turned out so good. And this was thick as well. Look at that. Wow, and no bubbles along the edge. Just one little tiny one right there. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that marbling. Stunning. Oh my goodness, that is stunning. And I just scooped all of what was left from all of them into one and just let it have at it. And the marbling just stayed together. Look at that. Stunning. Stunning, stunning. Let's see if this one came out good as well. Oh. Oh, just as beautiful. Look at that. And this, once it gets a little bit harder, it'll peel right off. Right now.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I don't know why my things turn on, my devices. Yeah, they're still a little bendy. They did cure overnight. But I'm so shocked that they don't have bubbles in them. They're so pretty. So, so pretty. The things we can do with leftover resin. Now this, I just used the white to finish off this one. It's from the other pour. Oh, that blue is stunning. Yeah, I'll have to get my little utility knife and just go around here and do that. It's kind of fun just pulling it off like that. But that is so cute. You can see that sparkle in it. I don't know if it picks up on the camera. It's that little bubble right there, yeah. And I think that was from the blue. But it's so cute. I love that blue marbling effect. That's pretty. So I'll probably be doing a lot more marbling here lately on stuff. Let's see how the little kitties. Oh, stop it. Look at that. Is that not cute or what? Oh my gosh, they're so cute. It's the one that has the little, oh my goodness. Look at that. So adorable. Someone that has little kittens or cats that are like the tabby color, the brown. Oh my gosh, this one's cute too. Look at that. So, so cute. You're adorable. Adorable, adorable. All right, for the star of the show, let's see what we got here. Let's do it this way, so none of us can peek. Y'all can't peek, and I can't peek. All right, let's try to get it out of all of the little bits. Oh. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's even cute on this side. You can poke that through. That too, those will poke out easily with the little, I'll poke it from the other side. All right, ready? Here we go. It's stunning. I think it is stunning. No bubbles. Oh, there's a little teeny tiny one right there. Look at that. Oh my God, look at the butterfly. How that shimmer, that chrome powder there in here. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, is that not adorable or what? That is just too cute. What do y'all think? Look at the cute marbling. Look how all of that just kind of, that is the cutest little bunny ever. Oh my gosh. I don't know what else I would do with it. I don't think I want to do much bedazzling. I might do something around the edge of this. And I'm glad I did that part. And I don't think I went up on the sides of this. Maybe I did. Yeah, I think I did. But that's so cute. I can't stop looking at it, oohing and on. I think it turned out adorable. There's a few little bubbles in these little areas right there. So just know if you have this molten you pour it, these little areas might trap some bubbles in it. Just a few right there, but it's still, it looks adorable. All right, well, let me know what you think about this. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment, and most importantly, my dear friends, don't forget JLU. Bye.